And in order to do that, I have to be social and
Mm.
engage and talk to people. And if I leave like a comment or something, that's eyeballs of people who could potentially be clients.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that kind of stuff, you're bringing the people to you. And remember, just like video, that's an advertisement that's up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, yes, we want to welcome everybody to Passive Games for Life, where we focus on the four pillars of success, and that's the mindset, tool set, skill set. So you get the asset so you can get Passive Games for Life. I'm your host, Roger. This is Dave.
What's
And
up?
yo, it's one of the best days of the year. It's a national holiday today.
Roger's
That's right.
birthday.
That's right, baby. It's my birthday.
It's
Yeah,
my
no.
birthday.
I've been chilling all day long, and you know what? Grinding on my birthday. We saw that like when we first began the episodes. We I think episode number 2 we did it with Patrick Bet David, and we was reviewing one of his videos, and he was talking about having an entrepreneurial mindset. And one of the things he does is he grinds on his birthday. Now, it just so happened that
Mhm.
our film schedule fell on my birthday. But in that same spirit, I'm like, hey, if I want these things, I have to make it happen.
Mhm.
Success is not something that is given, it's something that's earned. And I learned recently that, you know, after you listen to successful people, and I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was Marquell or something. He said success is not a secret. There's no secrets to it. Success is a system. So if you can develop a system, a successful system, something that you put on autopilot, right? You do the steps manually, then you put it on autopilot. Next thing you know, whoa, dude, you're successful. You're like, yeah, I just follow the system, baby. Develop the
Yep.
system. So hey, I'm here and we got some good information for you tonight. This is going to be 5 things that you probably never knew about Facebook. I might change the title, but for right now, that's the working title right now because I'm trying to be successful, but I've been busy playing with my birthday gifts.
Yep.
So before we dive into that particular subject, want to find out how David's week, how David's day been going. How's your week, man? What's been
Oh,
going
it's
on
been
with you?
good.
Yeah.
Trying to find a new travel basketball for
Hmm.
Gray.
Yeah.
So other than that, just my wife went out of town yesterday
Hmm.
with the girls. Did a girls getaway. So I had
Yeah.
the kids with me. It was nice, quiet evening, and then wife came back nice and relaxed, and
Mm.
house was clean for her almost. I didn't do the tubs, and
Sounded
then
do the tubs.
and then what else? And then today was like a sleepy day. It was like rainy. We had tryouts for grade today at nine
Hmm.
to ten
Hmm.
thirty, and I think that was it.
Mm.
So and I
Man.
did some work. But how about
Uh,
you?
oh man. So I've been off since Friday from work, and I have been playing with this little gift over my shoulder here. Where is it? Right there, my little VR headset. So we've been killing Rickies in this game called Blade and Sorcery. Dude, you got to come over here one day. And
Ricky's. What the heck is
we,
Ricky?
you know what? The YouTuber
Rick and
called him
Morty's?
Ricky. No, no, no. This YouTuber, I forget his name, but his channel is called DLC Downloaded Content, and he's like, "Hey, Grievos," or he says something, some sort of greeting, and he's talking about like downloadable mods for the game. So he uses Nexus mods, and you can kind of you go there and people develop modifications for this game. So all of the modifications is everything that I love to do in my head, like being like an avid cartoon, well, anime watcher and all that kind of stuff, and Star Wars fan. I'm basically, ladies and gentlemen, a giant nerd. Like I am, yes, I'm a nerd and I'm proud of it. I'm wearing a Batman shirt. I like video games. And you know what? Hey, that's me. That's what I like. Don't judge me. But either way, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at these games and I'm looking at like the mods, and you can download like Star Wars lightsabers, uh the game is already cool by itself, but then you can download these other little things with it. So you're in an arena and you're fighting other people. Well, not other people, but like these NPCs that we affectionately call Rickies. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be cutting Rickies in half today. And you can spawn like these NPCs and they'll attack you or they'll be your ally. It's however you want to set them up. And bro, you talking about Mortal Kombat style brutalities, like, but with superpowers. Like, I'm setting like, see, I don't want to get like strikes, but you could do things in there like, what's the best way to say it? I use my telekinetic ability to pick up a lightsaber. I brought it to my hand and I turned it on. Then I threw it up in the air and I slowed down time.
And you
And
shot the blade, right? And it ricocheted the bullet.
no, better.
Oh.
The guy is coming over to attack me, and I do like this force stop to him, and I can hold him up in the air with my telekinetic powers by his neck. Then I reconnect with the lightsaber that's already on, and I can turn it and make it spin. And I just bought the two together.
Oh man, you gotta put the force speed. I'll let you.
And then after the connection was made, and then there was a complete disconnect.
Yeah.
I could bring the blade back to my hand, and I turn my lightsaber off and put it in the holster. I'm like,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like,
is there a point in that game? Like, could you actually like story mode, or is it just random, spontaneous NPCs?
in all honesty, I'm not even interested in finding out if there is. I mean, I can find out, but I was like, wait, you can do this? There was a tutorial that taught you how to move and operate in the world, and I'm telling you, that tutorial literally made me sick.
Wow.
Because you have to move and your body is stationary. So when you're moving forward, there's motion, but you're not moving. So when you come to a stop, you're like, oh wait.
Oh, wait a minute. Shut up. You did that to me in the car. You remember that crap?
Yeah.
He got that Samsung VR thing, and I'm putting that thing on, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Oh, this is cool. And all of a sudden he's done eating. He takes the car and drives, and I'm like, bro, what the hell's going on? I think I'm gonna throw up. It was so bad.
Yeah, man. Like the motion sickness in that game is real. Like what you experienced is very, very common. And
no, man, you got out of the parking space and made a left while I was driving this helicopter or whatever it was, and I was going to the right, so my body was going this way while everything was shifting.
Oh, yeah. I knew. And you know what? Dave has always he's turned white. Like
and now I'm red.
All the color drained out of him. He literally turns into Beetlejuice. Like all of this gets dark and then he gets very white. And he's like, dude, oh my man, what were you doing? I was like, oh, I was just turning. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. You motion sick. You're like, yeah, man. I don't know what happened, but
that should be a challenge.
Oh no.
Put on TikTok. Hey, put the thing on. Drive to Orlando.
No, we would not.
But you'd be like, this is the car.
If audience at home, please don't take him seriously. We do not condone these actions. We're only telling you of what's happening. So, yeah, long story short, that has been my weekend. And that's just the surface level stuff. I'm not even going to tell you about the Hadokens.
Hadokens? Are you in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Hadouken.
Hadouken.
That's all the loose balls.
When you do that spinning kid, I thought the ball.
Abarashak doing that.
Nah, it's like a little spell on there where you cast fire. So you can you can see your hand. It's functional, right? So you squeeze the little triggers, your hand moves, and it's so weird because you hold it up and you can see it. You can see your arm and everything. You're like, whoa, even though it's not your hands, but it connects well, right? So you tap one of the buttons and this spell book comes up. It's not even a book. It's like these spells, and you just point at the spell, point at it, and then you hit the trigger, and then your hand like claws, and you can see like the magic coming from your fingertips, and you can see
Oh,
like
that's
the
cool.
ball growing. It's like flames. So you can take a sword and imbue it with the flame, and you can do stuff. You can do electricity and gravity. And with fireballs, and even with electricity and gravity, you can take another spell in the opposite hand and then combine them and make a bigger spell. So I've done that,
That's cool.
and I line up a whole bunch of those Rickies, and then I do like bowling Hadokens.
Bowling had
I go Hadouken, blue, 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 blue.
And you make me want to go bowling with my family tonight.
Hey, you
And here they
should,
are right
man.
there.
Yeah, they're peeking through the door. They're
Good
like,
night,
Father,
pumpkin. Hold on, I gotta
Father.
say
Yeah, go say good night, man.
good night.
Night Star.
Night Star.
Night
So yeah,
Star.
that's cool. I gotta try that.
Yeah, man. So what are these? What's going on with these Chinese balloons?
I don't know, but he took too damn long to shoot that thing down.
All I know is this: they shot down a balloon, and I'm like, is this really about a balloon? I mean, for a balloon to go from China to
It went to
America.
Alaska. It came in through Alaska and came right across diagonally
Ah,
all of it.
yeah, that's what they're saying, right? I don't know. This is a lot of attention for this balloon. I have no idea what's going on. I was like, wait, it's my birthday. Like China sent me some balloons. What?
Yep.
Go China. Go
That's
China.
awesome.
Hey, it's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Don't shoot Roger's balloon down.
We got to shoot this balloon now, Roger. Sorry about that. No, it's all good. It's all right. I feel you, she. Appreciate it.
It's craziness.
Yeah. No, we just wanted to lighten the mood up, man. Just enjoy the time because this is going to be a relatively short episode. So
what's the stuff on Facebook? Because I don't really use it.
That's an interesting thing. So the knowledge I'm giving you guys today is knowledge that I paid for, right? So this is something that I never knew, and I even got permission from my mentor to share this knowledge because you really don't understand how social media works when you first get into this space, right? So learning about how to promote, how to be active on social media, it is literally a algorithm dance, right? You can't just do what you think you should do. You have to do what the algorithm is asking for. Same thing with YouTube, same thing with Instagram. But excuse me. Sorry. That water was going down and trying to come back up at the same time. So when it comes to Facebook, it's an intricate dance. And the reason why Facebook is such an intricate dance is because when done correctly, Facebook becomes a gold mine. And I literally mean a gold mine because of your interactivity, your socialness, how you connect, how you would think, how do you engage with people. And when we see Facebook on the surface, Facebook is a platform where people are just sharing stuff. All right, I'm doing this, I'm walking the dog, I'm eating ice cream, oh, here's a video I saw here, I'm gonna share it with a group of people, and it's like, it's in the group. That's the
It's a time
surface
suck.
level. Yeah,
But that's why I don't like using it sometimes. Oh,
okay.
I've last time I used it was when it first came out.
Sure. Right now, that's how most people see it. But if you were an entrepreneur with a goal, with ambition, with an understanding, like, hey, this is a tool, not just a time suck. Yeah, it's a time suck. It is designed to keep people on the platform. Right now, let me ask you a question. What's beneficial for you, the person who's using it? Suck your time or figure out a way to use the platform that Facebook is asking other people to stay on to get people to your platform.
Hmm.
Cause see, we can be like, oh yeah, I get on here and I waste 5 minutes. No, I waste like an hour watching a panda eat like bamboo for 5 minutes over and over
Yeah.
and over again. It's just like, or don't you gotta miss me with some of these what do you call those videos when they're making stuff. Like I said, I'm a big nerd, so I love to see how stuff is made. So when they're doing something, or you got some of those other videos, the satisfying videos when they're like slicing stuff, or
Or they're
like
tearing things down.
you're just like
Yeah. Yeah.
breathing through your mouth. Just 5 hours, right? So once you break that spell, you'll realize there's a whole another world to Facebook that requires attention. So here's 5 things that you more than likely never knew when you got on Facebook. And number one, I called it like it or love it. All right. So see something on Facebook you like it. Makes sense, right?
Hmm.
See something heartwarming. Hey, I love it. Makes sense. You see something still heartwarming, but not something that you really love, something you have to care for. Then you have the anger and all this other kind of stuff. Great. But the first 3 are the most important ones. Why? Well, there's one that you should do and one that you shouldn't do. So you're in business, you're trying to get your information out to the world, right? So you choose to go on a social media platforms, Facebook, right? And you go, okay, well, I'm going to go on this page and I'm going to get around these people and I'm going to interact with the crowd. So you join some stuff. Oh, I like that video. Yeah, I like that one. The post comes up. Oh, I like that. Right. Now you write a post and put it out there into the world. You set it off like a little balloon, just and it goes nowhere. It doesn't even get to America. It doesn't go off course. It goes nowhere. Right.
Yeah.
What happened? Why didn't I get engagement? Because the algorithm needs you to be social. See, anybody can like anything, but if you love it, now it goes, really, you love this? So if I show you more, will you stay here to keep loving more like that? And because you loved it, it says, okay, because you loved it, we're going to make sure you get your stuff shared with other people as well. Well, if you like it, you're not playing well with others. So instead of just liking something on Facebook, if you want your post to move, if you want more engagement, start loving posts, start doing certain things with the post, and you'll get more engagement. It is literally a algorithm based off of give and take. So that's number one, right? And that blew me away. Like and the reason why it blew me away is because the first thing you do is like it, but likes literally means nothing to that algorithm. And the reason why why this is so fascinating to me, the majority of people get on Facebook and they misuse it. And it's an algorithm designed to keep people who are playing the game in the game and people who are not playing the game out of the game. Like they keep them in their own lanes, which is very cool.
I'm trying to see what you're talking about. I don't use Facebook.
Yeah.
So is it like
I'm
what are
talking
you
to a
saying on
guy
the
about
post?
Facebook who doesn't use Facebook. Like, Dave, we
I don't
need to
even know
get
what it
you on
is.
Facebook. He doesn't know what it is. He's such a liar. People never trust his face.
Oh, so you got the little like button, the comment, and the share.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like comment and share. So with that, the people who are actually using Facebook and are actively using Facebook properly are the people who are trying to get more engagement. They're trying to bring business to themselves. Oh, sorry. This is why it's like a gold mine, because when you start using Facebook the way it's meant to be used, you succeed, plain and simple, because there's literally a give and take, a push and a pull that you have to accomplish. So moving on, we're gonna go to step two. Is I called it be social or be a lone wolf, right? So this goes back to your comments. Now, not to just like, you either have to love or care. There's another step to that. Now you need to engage, right? You can either be social and say, I like it. No, no, no. I love it. Great. But if you don't leave a comment, another strike. So you can't just love the thing. Now you got to leave a comment. What? Yes, leave a comment. Why should I leave a comment? Well, you're trying to get more engagement. You're already, if five if five people liked, or five people loved or liked a video or post, right? And you just liked it too, right? If you don't leave a comment, nobody will ever read what you said. You don't get engagement. As a entrepreneur who is trying to get engagement with other people, you have to be in the space, the mindset to not only just take, you know what I'm saying? We'll read something that's good, that's pithy, or something prolific, and we're like, whoa, that's good. Like it. You know what I'm saying? And then move on. But when you interact with it, love it. Boom. Oh man, I actually got to leave a comment about this. So once you do that interaction, the other people who are seeing it interact with you. So, giving an example, if you love something by five people and you leave a comment, five, at least five people saw you. But whoever else comes after that, let's say it was like, I don't know, maybe like 1,000 people, and you was like one of the first few people to leave a comment on this thing. And especially if you said something good or pithy or prolific, heck, maybe even funny or engaging yourself, people are going to like your comment. And when they like or love or care about your comment, what's going to happen is they're going to want to know more about you. So they'll end up going to your timeline and see the types of stuff that you have there. And that is how you can generate free traffic, by engaging with other people's posts. It's insane. Just by participating, being social, not being a lone wolf. I'm gonna leave a like, I'm gonna stay anonymous, not say anything. Oh, now if you engage and you be social in the game, oh my goodness, people are going to interact with whatever you have, and they're either gonna like you, or they're gonna love you, or they're gonna like laugh at you or poke fun at you. Who cares? But either way, you get that engagement, and that's the engagement that you want. Any questions on that, day?
No, so the engagement. Okay, let me get this right. So, doesn't that push up the algorithm to the video too?
Yeah,
And all this?
whatever it may be, right? There's so let's say, all right, so for instance, I like to teach people how to edit videos, do stuff on like make
Photoshop or
infographics.
one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, Photoshop, how to do a graphic, like low scale portion, like something that's very easy, repeatable, something that anybody can do, especially in this online space. That's what that's my expertise. I show people how to get the bare bones done, because there's a lot of hats that you have to wear when you're beginning, and a lot of people can't afford to pay to get other people to do this, so they have to come up with some janky stuff for a long time before they actually get it, and then they quit. So I come in, I teach people how to do the basic ends of that. So how I try to get engagement from other people is by, going to those other groups where you have people reaching out. Hey, I need a video editor. Hey, I need somebody to make a
Create the
graphic for.
thumbnails.
Yeah, I need somebody to create the thumbnails. But it's me, me. I don't have the time that I want to spend making stuff for people. So those who are willing to learn, I say, hey, this is great, man. It took me like such and such amount of time to do this. I really appreciate what a person has to go through to create this. But if you're looking, and I'll leave that post, And then the people who contact me from that group, then I talk to them one on one. Say, hey, man, that yeah, I'm in that group with you. Yeah, I did this. Hey, so what do you do? Oh, well, I'm doing a business. I need to do this and da da da. Do you have to hire people? Do you have to get people to do your graphics? Are you willing to learn that sort of thing? Put on that kind of hat so uh in the future what you're paying for, instead of just saying, look, he knows how to do that here, just take my money. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then they get
Yeah.
crap and they like, oh, if you want to learn, I can show you what to do. So I have to put myself in the place to attract that type of traffic or attract that type of customer over to where I'm at. And in order to do that, I have to be social and
Mm.
engage and talk to people. And if I leave like a comment or something, that's eyeballs of people who could potentially be clients.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that kind of stuff, you're bringing the people to you. And remember, just like video, that's an advertisement that's up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. However, there's caveats to that, because that thing that you put up gets pushed down on top of all of the other new things people are doing. But we're going to get to that, how you can bring that up to the top.
Okay, I see how that is. So yeah, I think that happened to me. I can't remember what video I was looking up, Blender tutorial or whatever it was,
Uh-huh.
but I noticed a guy's comment that would come up every so often, and I would go down the chain, but he was the most active on that comment. So I clicked on his
Hmm.
channel,
Hmm.
and I liked his content, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I
And
see
that
how that works.
That's how it happens. And so I literally just covered number three was comment, but we could dive into that one. I'll give a little bonus one for this one, because, like I said, this is stuff that I actually paid to learn. And Dave does it. You could look at Dave and be like, he's like, but I don't really get the relevance. There's people that are going to be watching this is going to be like, oh my word, like honestly, that's what I need to be doing.
Mhm.
Because when you're on social media and you're trying to get engagement, and you notice that somebody will post something and they'll get like 300-400 likes, and it's like you post something probably on your page and you got like 800 friends and you get like
Yeah.
2 likes. Like, nobody likes my stuff, because nobody sees it, because you're the
Yeah.
sometimer. You come on there, you're like a voyeur. You just look and browse. I'm just here to
Yeah.
watch other people pages. Oh, that's funny. Uh-huh. I'm gonna save that one. Right? You're not engaging socially. You're just reading people comments, because that's what most of us do. We get on there and we read people's comments, and we watch a bunch of videos, and some videos will have you run straight to the comments, especially if somebody looks weird or something. You'd be like, I wonder if somebody else thought that they look weird. You'd be like, oh, I found the group.
Yeah.
The
Hey, you
comments like,
know
yo,
what? On YouTube, gosh, what's his name? iPhonedo. You ever seen that guy?
no.
iPhonedo.
Uh-uh.
He had this thing where he reviews like gimbals, iPhones, all kinds of
Oh,
stuff. Always watch him. What happened?
hold on right quick. I left with this fan on, and man, it
Yeah.
messes with the audio. My bad. Hold on.
Yep.
I told myself, turn off the fan. Turn off the fan. Fan is on. Nah, I was talking to Dave.
No, so iPhonedo, he does product reviews for iPhone products, gimbals, all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
In the background, I forgot what he did. He must have went to get up and go something like this real quick, but in the background, right where the door was, it was open just a little bit.
Mhm.
In a second, there was a picture of a clown. But he was just doing a straight up what we're doing right here.
Mhm.
I think he did that crap on purpose. It was like a new gim. Oh, it was a new the DJI gimbal where you can take the phone and you tilt it and the gimbal is following you.
Mhm.
Well, in the background, the door is open, just a little bit, and a light kind of because he moved his hand, and I blew up his post. I was like, bro, go to like 2 minutes and something on your feed. There's a
Mhm.
crazy clown in your background. And then that got a bunch of people going back to the video at that point,
Mhm.
and people like, yeah, he's like, I don't see it. I think he did that crap on purpose.
You never know.
Ugh.
Honestly, you never know, man. Like, and I don't know why you brought this stuff up. I'm about to go down a quick little rabbit hole, a little short little
Okay, go
rabbit
ahead.
hole. So I love spooky, scary ghost videos, or like one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Nuke's Top Five, and he posts like all of this creepy stuff. And I'm not like one of those like I got to see horror and whatnot, but I like the ghost stuff, ghost videos, things of that nature. And you see a lot of YouTubers or streamers that are streaming, and in the background, a chair is moving or a light turns on, and they're like, this one guy, it's a pretty famous one. Well, it's a pretty viral one. I've seen plenty of places where he's house sitting or he's at somebody's house that's one of his friends that does not live there, right? And but he's there alone in the house while the friend is away, and he's there. I think he was taking care of his cat or something. So he was doing his stream on the show, and as he's doing his stream, um, the light turns on in the bedroom behind him, and they're like, "Bro, a light just turned on the room, and the door opened up." And he's like, "What?" And he turns around. He's like, "What?" It was like, I don't know. And then next thing you know, you see the light go off and the door slams. And he's like, what the, So he gets
Yeah.
up, he goes and he's checking, he's looking around. He's like, there's nothing in here. He gets back on the stream. He's like, bro, this is literally my first night here. I don't know. This is not even my place, man. I'm like, yeah, he was house sitting for the cat.
Eh,
So he's there, he's streaming again. Next thing you know, some thing flies off the table, and then it gets progressively worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, yo, what the heck is like
get
that's
out of the
creepy.
freaking house.
Yeah, so that you never know if it was planned or not. It's just that, me, I see it and I like it. I go, ooh, that was creepy. And I move on. I hope that never
Yeah.
happens to me.
Yeah.
All right. So we was talking about a comment, which was number 3. So I'm gonna give a bonus tip for this one because like I said, this is something I never knew. And my mentor, like I said, I asked her, hey, can I share some of this stuff? She's like, yeah, it's people need to know it, but you know, you paid for it. You
Yeah.
you can share it. It's yours. It's your knowledge, right? So why not? So commenting. Now, when you leave a comment on the page, all right. So today, people are wishing me happy birthday, right? And when people like if you make a post or you do some sort of post and you want engagement, Facebook will keep it up there for an amount of time where people can engage with it. Now let's just say, and I've done this already, where I actually put a post where I change my cover page, and your cover page photo is almost like adding like another photo. So Facebook tells everybody, hey, he updated his cover photo. Well, your cover photo on Facebook is almost like your banner. Like if you was driving to a restaurant, the sign on the road is the equivalent to your cover page. You get what I'm
Mhm.
trying to say? So it's like a brief description of who you are and what you do and what you can help other people with or what problems you solve, right? So with that, when you change it and you say, hey, okay, well, I do X, Y, and Z, and the process, I'll take you through A, B, and C. So you make that post on a Monday, you get engagement. Well, here's some tricks. Number one, don't comment on the post for the whole day. If you don't want to. But you can maybe comment or engage maybe once or twice with a few people. That's it. Leave it alone, right? Then wait a day or so, come back, then make replies to the comments, answer some questions if there's any, And then what happens is I'm gonna illustrate this with my hand, right? So you get the post, it goes at the top. Well, over time, the post is slowly doing this because of all of the other stuff that's happening. So as it gets to this point, and then you make a comment or you do some sort of engagement, it goes boop, and then it comes back down slowly over time. Then you get some more engagement, whoop, some more engagement, whoop. And then let's say you just leave it alone and it's going. But because you've done that engagement, people are engaging with it, interacting with it. And then you come back a couple of days later, you just start making comments. Woo. So that entire time, that post is, slowly descending. But when you make the engagements, you float it back up to the top. So people are engaging with that. When they come to your page, they're going to go and see your most liked post or your most engaged with post, because Facebook would be like, hey, this person is interesting. Here's what they've been doing recently. So if you have a banner or something that you put on there, like your sign, and you've gotten engagement with that post, people will come to your page and see it and they go, oh, okay, so this is what this guy does. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you understand it, it will literally become a gold mine. And see, Dave, he doesn't interact with Facebook because he's new to this world, and you can't blame him for his unenthusiasm. At least he
Dude, I
asks
work too
questions.
much. 7 days. I don't have time, but I do the doom scrolling on Instagram.
He said, I do the
Like
doom scrolling.
but no, man, to keep I think that's good because I want to get, Grayson on exposed, on the Instagram. So now you gave
Mm,
me an idea. So go
mm,
to other people's basketball stuff, comment on it, and
mm.
then the more I keep commenting on it, they're gonna see. They'll eventually click on my feed, and that'll bring
Mm.
them back to my post, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, but it has to be intentional. This is not something
Oh,
that is
will.
like
It's not gonna be like
accidental.
nice.
And look, I haven't even told you about, well, I'm not, that's something else, but there's there's rules or engagement. Well, not engagement. I'm sorry. There's rules to the algorithm about how many times you post a day. You can't just be like, I'm just gonna post. No, because that could be spamming. We don't want you to
Mm.
spam, because you gotta think about it. The new oil is what?
Online, right?
I mean,
Media.
you and I have talked about this. Attention is the new
Oh,
oil.
see? But I
Eyeballs.
don't pay attention.
Well, life is about to write you a reality check, and you ain't gonna be able to cash it. So you better pay attention.
I ain't got no money to pay. That's why I'm broke.
Why do you
So I
think?
can't pay attention.
Why do you think we're trying to learn a way out the system, my boy?
Uh,
That's why we're doing this. Trading time for money to get you what you always get in the same spot.
just
JOB.
over broke.
There you go. There you go. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trade all my time for this money that I'm about to use right up.
Hmm.
40 hours of your life gone, right?
Yeah.
For how much? I don't know. I can't remember. I spent it. Where you at today? I'm back at the job, just over broke, because they keep me just over it. So that way I spend it all and I keep coming back. But there's ways around it. And see, a lot of people don't understand that online just didn't develop passive income. It made it easier for everyone to take advantage of it, but the people who don't know it won't take advantage of it. That's why we're doing this channel, to educate. And I'm so happy that you decided to do this with me, because you're now seeing a portion of, when you first hear, you like, no, it's a scam. That's a scam. That's because the system is trained to teach you, like, wait, if I solve people's problems, I solve my problems. Nah, that can't be it. Literally, that's what you do at a job. Hey, we have a problem. We don't have somebody to make the plans. Can we get
Man,
somebody to make the plans? Oh, I'll solve that problem for you. I know how to do that. Okay, cool. I will pay you this amount of money for every hour that you take care of these problems for me. Can you solve them for every hour of the day? Just for 8 hours, I just need you to solve all of these problems. Sure, cool. I'll pay you a set amount for an hour for all of these problems you're gonna solve. Now, let's say you said, wait a minute, I don't like that deal. You're gonna say, put me in a box for 8 hours and pay me to solve all of these problems within 8 hours. Yeah. How many problems you gonna give me? Hundreds, thousands. I don't know. It's 8 hours. A lot can happen in a day. Well, what if you said, I want to solve those problems and get paid for every problem that I solve?
Oh, not the hourly. Yeah. Yeah. I know, and this is what pisses me off. This guy here, I was like this forever. And I'm like, look, my boss is giving me all this overtime. I'm always getting excited for all this overtime. And I get just a little bit of money. But then he tells me about some side things to make money in my sleep. Set up some of these little websites. You wake up, get a couple $1,000. But meanwhile, you put what, 4 or 5 hours into it and you let it go, right?
Yeah.
And you wake up the next day and there's money in your account. Maybe not a
Well,
lot, but it's something, and then you scale
don't.
it up.
He's making it sound too easy, but in those simple terms, that is
Yes,
possible, but it's not easy.
it's
So,
not. It's
yeah,
not. But what's her name from the other episode?
Robin,
I'm sorry, Robin. Yes,
yes.
she kind of demystified all that for me. Like I got really excited, and she told me she did it for what, 10 years,
Hmm.
but then she actually really put in the time and the effort, and
She
then the
shifted
money
her
started
mindset.
coming. Exactly, and then the money
Mm,
started coming in. But she says it's a lot of hard work. It's not easy, but then you just scale it up from there. Once you
yeah.
learn the process, and then you get it going, then it's like, oh, let me scale it up just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and then it totally messed me up now because now I don't even like to go to work anymore because I'm like, how do I get this to work? So now I'm researching it more
Yeah.
and talking to you, and
Yeah. Because
hopefully have it.
see, Dave is where I was 3
6 months
years
ago,
ago. 3 years
3
ago,
years
boy.
ago.
3 years ago. Because remember, I was doing Uber when I discovered this, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I We was out literally because my wife, she was changing careers. She was going from hospice to what she does now, which is psychotherapy, but she was starting her business, right? So that meant no cash flow at all. How we gonna pay these bills? We gonna go get in the Uber from Saturday and Sunday, and we're gonna work it all day long. And we turned it into like a team tag team job. Her and I, we start at 6 o'clock in the morning. We come home 6 o'clock at night. We get our breakfast, pack our lunch. We go to the breakfast parking lot of some place that we were getting a lot of hits at, and we sit there and we wait for the breakfast crowd. And some like Alex, he was asking me about that, and I told him, I said, "Yeah, we make like $150 in a day." He's like, "How did you make that much in a day?" I was like, "It's a system. We developed a system. The system was go to the breakfast spots, wait for the breakfast customers. You're already in their parking lot. You just walk in, get the orders, drive to the spot, boop, drop it off. Food's still hot, still good. And of course, me and my wife went into the place and she made sure that the bags were stapled up. This is pre-COVID, bags are closed up, straws not in any drinks, like everything is clean. Take it to the house, boom, you know, good. Get a tip, and it balanced out to maybe about $100 a day with gas and everything. But either way, we develop a system, and that's when I heard this guy. Well, I saw this kid open the door of this $1 million condo, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for my food." I'm like, "Wait,
Where
only
are your
you
parents
live
at?
here?" Yeah, right. There's only you in this big old place. Like, what do? You slinging dope? Yeah. I'm like, man, if you slinging dope, don't even tell me, man. He's like, nah. You ever heard of e-commerce or affiliate marketing? I said, I think so. He's like, yeah, that's what I do. Bye. Goop, close the door. From then on, I was hooked because I'm like, once I understood what affiliate marketing was, I was like, wait a minute. I do this for free every day. I recommend stuff to people and nobody pays me.
Hey,
So
I
you
do it
mean,
with the car,
yeah,
with
yeah.
your car.
You recommend stuff and you don't get paid.
I got paid.
So, well, you got paid from that. But let's say you did it consistently every single day, right? And let's say you did it and then put a video of yourself recommending something, and for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that video is running, and people are using your recommendation to make purchases. You're solving a problem. You're taking point A and connecting them with point C, and you're saying, okay, well, here's where you are. Here's the information I compiled that might answer some of your questions, or a review video for it. And you go, wow, that's the information I needed because I was on the fence about buying this product or trying this service or doing this thing. But you solved that gap for me. And oh, you've actually supplied a link where all I have to do is just click it right here. I don't have to go anywhere else. Here it is. I don't even have to search for it. Click, you get paid, the customer gets the product that
The
they
product.
want,
Yeah,
and the company makes their money.
I've seen that.
It's
That's how
simple
I think I got
transaction.
my my motherboard. I was looking at a
Yeah.
guy online, Jay's Two Cents or some of those
Oh yeah.
places, and they had the affiliate links. And because I like him, I'm like, all right, I'll support him, boop,
Hmm.
and just buy the
It's
product that way.
yeah, and the thing is, when you try to tell people about this, like I tried to explain it, that sounds like a scam. It's like, no, you do it this every day for free.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a scam. You can't do it. It's
I
like
was like that. I didn't believe you. I was like,
I know.
we'll see what happens to Roger. And it took him a couple months, but eventually that check started coming in little,
Yeah.
little, little. And then it was like, you have to have these commodities, right, at the right time.
Mhm.
Because certain items come in, summer or winter or whatever it was.
There is seasons for affiliate marketing, but if you develop the right mindset, then you develop the right skill set in how to use the seasons,
Mhm.
you'll make money every day, all day for years.
And then you just need to update the content because you know it's
Yeah.
going to be like an older product, but then get the newer product and
Well,
list
you're
about what its features are, and and then that's it, pretty much.
you're just thinking a product. I'm talking about
A
when
service.
well, no, service or anything. It works for anything. So you have seasons where people shop. Those
Hmm.
seasons are usually around Christmas time. Somebody's birthday is every day.
Yeah.
So you got that. Then you have Father's Day, you have Mother's Day, you have Memorial Day, you have Memorial Day sales, you have specials on like President's Day. If you understand that those holidays are shopping days, and you as an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter what you have to offer, right? And see, when you say the S word, people instantly get the heebie jeebies and they get turned off. So I'm gonna say the S word, please. I don't think this video gonna get demonetized because I ain't monetized right now anyway. So but if I say sell, people go, oh, yeah, whatever you're selling, you're like, oh, I don't want to sell anything. Man, shut up. What you mean you don't want to sell anything? Oh no, I think just selling is wrong. Okay, wait. You mean to tell me it's wrong when you have a flat tire and there's a guy over there selling tires and he goes, hey, you need a new tire? Yeah. Can you give me money for it? Sure. Matter of fact, I'll put it on for you. Would you do that? Yeah. Come on, bring your car here. Put the tire on. Hey, $60 for the tire. cool. That's not real because we pay that much for eggs, apparently. But it's just a number that popped in my head. So $60 for the tire. All right, cool. There was a problem. There was a problem solver that provided a service as well, and the transaction was money. And when you sold, when the tire salesman didn't have to sell, and a lot of people don't understand that you're not making people do anything that you don't want to do. You're literally providing a service that they're looking for anyway. You're just shortening the gap between them making a decision and them solving their problem. You're
Giving
just
them a
the in
confident
between.
decision, like,
Yeah.
because it's like sometimes you're not you're indecisive of buying the product, but then you have a person that you feel like you can trust on
Yeah.
YouTube or wherever, and you take his advice and you go with it because you trust the person.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's about being honest and giving value, right? And this is the kind of stuff that a lot of people don't develop right away. That's what really inspired this channel, is because when I first began this, it's oh, the 10 easiest ways to make money online and you don't have to pay for anything. Oh, I can show you how to make $1,000 in a day by doing these cheat methods. And you're like, wait, and then you watch all of the videos, and you're led to believe that this person, like, you can sit down in 3 hours, put something together and have it ready to go, but they don't tell you about all of the steps. They shortcut it you because you don't know what that person had to do to develop the amount of traffic in order for them to get that amount of money that they're promising. I mean, what they're telling you is factual, but they're making the distance between you starting and you actually achieving this goal seem like it's like this, when in reality is more than likely outside of your realm of vision, because you have to learn all of the steps to bring these two things together. And some people get to this point and never, it's like, I quit. You know how many times I quit a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
this is this is a place to talk about it. Let me know at home, like, anybody watching this video, do you feel like it's easy to make it happen? And if you do feel like it's easy, like, what did you do to overcome that? Right? What did you
Mhm.
do to overcome that thought process? Leave it in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe on this video. Yeah, they tell you you're supposed to do that, right?
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Look, I think that's the first time I've ever said like and subscribe since we started. But that's another thing too. This whole algorithm thing, we got two more, right? And this is going to be the two is more like functionality. It's not really a secret. Sorry, I just hit the camera with my phone here. I mean, with my book. But in on YouTube, I make it a priority now, because I never used to do this. But liking videos on on YouTube is way more beneficial than liking content on Facebook. So the likes on YouTube helps the channel. It lets YouTube know that people like this content, and YouTube will push the content to more people. So when you don't leave a like, I don't think it works the same way as Facebook does, because Facebook is like, hey, if you like it, we'll help your stuff go up because that means you're being social. But with YouTube, it's like, hey, if your content sucks and people not liking it, then you're not keeping people on this platform. And at the end of the day, what are you doing?
But wait, what happened to the thumbs down
Oh,
to let them know you don't like it? Hmm.
well, apparently some people in this world are too sensitive to see
The thumbs down.
dislikes. And for me, as a creator, negativity is great feedback, right?
Hmm.
So if I get on here and we get comments and somebody says, you know what, man, you
David's too
got
quiet.
or you guys take too long to get to the point, you should try doing this. It depends on what it is. Now, if you're sensitive, you'll look at that and you be like, I take too long to get to the point. What you mean I take too long to get to the point? See, I'm taking too long to get to the point. But if you don't tell me that, then I don't know to shorten it up. So if I don't see any dislikes or see any negative comments, like if somebody's like, Roger, you're fat. Look, I know that, dummy. I can see it. I have a camera. I know what I need to lose weight. So I'm not worried about it. That's not going to cause me to lose sleep. But if somebody is like criticizing what the channel is doing and they're like, I don't really like this. So you don't know what you need to change. It's like feedback. When you turn on a speaker or something and you hear you instantly are like, I need to stop this. That's when you see dislikes or negative comments. Read it. Don't take it personally, because at the end of the day, those are just words that people use, and some people are just sad individuals and they want to hurt people's feelings. So once you understand that, it doesn't really matter what you say. Oh, wait a minute. That makes sense. That's a constructive criticism of a comment. Hey, I would like you guys not to, XYZ, fill in the blank. You know what I'm saying? Something that you could say, okay, I could take this information, use it, and then better ourselves, because ultimately the goal is to help the audience, help the people solve a problem. Solve a problem, solve your problems. That's what we do here at Passive Games for Life. We bridge the gaps. We solve the problems. We help you understand to get the right mindset, skill set, tool set, so you can make the assets. So you can get Passive Games for Life. That's where it works.
Yeah.
So all right, let's move on to number 4, then number 5. So search for creativity. Now, this one kind of was like, duh, you should have known to do this. So on Facebook, you can search for things, right? So if you're in a particular niche or a particular sub niche, and you're like, okay, what were we talking about earlier? We was talking about what was that? Art of some sort, right? So if I'm looking for graphic design, but I need to make a post, like I haven't posted anything in 3 days, and if you're not consistently posting, but not too much, you have to stay in the middle on Facebook. Facebook is like, here's a tightrope, walk it, and we'll hook you up. You start swinging and swaying all over the place. It's like, well, we'll do what we can, but
Yeah.
so they make you kind of walk a narrow line. So when you are looking for creativity or you're trying to find out what you need to do, most people be like, oh, I can't think of anything. Why are you trying to reinvent the wheel? Do you think when Honda made their cars, they was like, man, I ain't making no round wheels like Ford. We ain't copying them. We're gonna make our own wheels. No, you get the round shape of the wheel, and then you put your own notches in it, and then you put from Michelin, from what's the other one? Fire, what is it?
Yoko Ono or whatever the hell. Yokohama.
I can't remember all of these tires' name, but we're just sticking with the tire thing because we said
Pirelli.
it.
I
Yeah,
put
right.
Pirellis in the tire.
So when you use somebody's creativity and you go, let me search for some posts that spark me. So you look and you find some posts and you go, wow, I really like that.
Yeah.
Let me not reinvent the wheel. Let me either take that post and put my own spin on it. Let me put a picture to it, or maybe I can make a video out of it. Maybe I can, uh, incorporate it into some words that I'm saying, or oh, I love how they did this. I would do it like that. Well, let me make my own version of this. See, you
Mhm.
take the idea that's out there that's getting good engagement and you bring that for yourself and then you put your spin on it. Now, you don't want to plagiarize. You don't want to just copy, paste, post, good, did it, check, done. You don't want to do that. You want to make it your own. So you can use Facebook as a search tool to search for creativity and come up with some concepts. I've myself have found it incredibly difficult to sit on Facebook and actually do this stuff. I don't know why. It's just a matter of doing it. But it's like, wait, I got to start engaging with people and talking with people and sending them stuff and commenting and like, man, this sounds like a job.
Yeah.
Because if you treat it like a gold mine, it will pay you like a job because the goal is to solve people problems. And I'm telling you, like, this kind of stuff blew me away. I'm like, I did not know Facebook was literally like this. Like, Facebook is a tool. And I was like, I got to this newfound knowledge, I gotta share it because this is the tool set series. We're talking about tools and Facebook. Now, just imagine, I have a at least two books over here on YouTube. I have no books on Facebooks. No book
No.
on Facebooks.
Facebook.
I don't have a book on Facebook. I need to find out if anybody knows of a good book for Facebook that I should read or add to my book collection. Please comment below, please, please, please.
Why don't you
But
use ChatGPT and ask the questions?
eh, see, Chat GPT is not the end all be all, and it's still in its infancy. And
Well,
we,
just see what it says.
well, I mean, yeah, you can see what it says, but what questions should you ask it? Like,
How do I
I
make money on Facebook?
share a post, add it'll tell you to share a post, make sure you run some ads, do whatever. It's like it's gonna
Like and
give you,
subscribe.
yeah, it's gonna tell you the base level stuff. It's gonna sprinkle all the little details and be like, all right, there you go. This is the stuff that is intricate. It comes from people who's actually doing, who's actually active, right?
Mhm.
When you're not active, you don't know half of this stuff. Like the YouTube algorithm, there's so many steps to understanding how that works. And if we as beginning entrepreneurs take a step back and we go, okay, the reason why these companies are successful is because they have a system in place. Now I can do my own thing and hope that it works, or I can figure out their system, how to use the system to my benefit, and then everything will work. All I got to do is play within the rules. And that's the thing. We spend so much time trying to shortcut stuff or game it. And yeah, cheats are fun, but they only work for video games. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game. But
Yeah.
this is real life. This is the game of life. And if you're not playing within the rules, you're going to lose. You're
Mhm.
going to lose big. So moving on to the last one because Dave looked like he's ready to fall asleep on me right about now. This
I gotta
guy's
put
in it.
Gray
What? You gotta put Gray where?
in his bed.
What you mean put him in his bed?
I don't know. He's tired, and then I don't know.
He sleep?
Well, I think my wife's asleep, so he'll stay up all night if I don't go in there.
So you go in there and just start turning stuff off.
I think he went back on his PlayStation.
Oh,
So,
is that a bad thing?
well, yeah, because then he won't sleep. He'll get up in the middle of the night like he did last time, try to take off outside the house.
Man, let me tell you, boy. Dave is literally dealing with himself. Like he has a little version of him, and he's like, I don't know how my parents did this. So it's like, don't you see? They just ignored you until you got married. It's like, oh, good, you're somebody else's problem. I was
So
just messing with you, dude. All right.
no, you're not.
This, no, I'm serious. I'm not. People, this is how we play. David, if your feelings hurt, go to church.
I'm gonna hit the dislike button at
I mean,
the on the bottom of this video.
don't worry, I won't see it anyway. It won't hurt me. As long that bad thumbs down gave me nightmares. It reminded me of that thing there. That was
Oh yeah, we could talk about that on the other episode.
yeah, right. I think that was from a meeting we recorded, and that's that. We record our meetings. Yes, I'm sorry, we're weird like that, but hey. All right, so the last one is literally what I've been talking about and around this entire time: developing a system. So, like I said earlier, I got this from I can't. I know his first name is Marquell, and I saw him on this podcast so called Social Proof, and on that podcast, he talked about success being a system. And when you think about it, right, when you anything that you have to do and that you have to do daily, you have a system for it. Now, it may be a system that you developed over years. Like our habits are systems. They're literal, just ingrained systems that we've become accustomed to. You get up, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you check your phone, maybe, or whatever your system is, your daily routine is your system. Now, what's hard is breaking the system and creating new systems. That's where the difficulty comes in at. So when you're trying to be successful, when you're trying to shift your mindset and develop a new set of skills and learn new tools, you're going to come across things that are going to cause you to, like, just, I don't know, just pause, just because you don't want to do it because it's developing something new. Same thing with this whole Facebook thing for me. I'm like, whoa, I literally have to play within the rules. So developing a system, increment, I'm gonna get this word right, incrementally, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Incrementally. Yes, that is a word. I didn't just make up a word. So you learn the steps incrementally, and over time, once you implement those steps, then what you've noticed is that you develop a system and it's become a part of your routine. Now, of course, in doing so, you're going to be at capacity, so you're going to have to kick out things that don't work. So once you develop a system around it, you go, okay, well, instead of me spending this amount of time looking for I don't know, memes, whatever it is that we do in our downtime, instead of just scrolling and just watching the latest paint dry, or watching some baboon chew on rice cakes or something, or a skateboarding dog. Let me spend 15 minutes doing, hey, dude, I need to get this boy on some sort of streaming thing because he comments all day and there's no microphone or anything. And I think
No?
it's unhealthy.
Oh, wow.
He's just
Get
over
get
there making comments and those are all his own. I'm like, dude, just stream. He's like, I don't want to be in front of the camera, but yet I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you have the camera facing him? You can pretend like we're doing a show, but you're not. We'll
Yeah, I
put him
don't have
online.
that. I don't have that. He's got to want to do it. I'm not. I'm not shoehorning this thing. No, this is, hey. But either way, going back to what I was saying, shoot, I lost my place. Developing
I
a system.
Yeah.
So once you start developing a system, you want to kick out things that's not working. So you go, hey, instead of me spending this time doing this because it's not moving the needle in my direction, let me spend 15 minutes checking posts, engaging with people, and making sure. It's 9:27. You got 3
Time for
minutes.
bed.
Yes, we do bedtime here on Passive Games for Life. Sleep is very important. You need to get some sleep. And, developing a system can cause you to start doing the steps that it takes you to be successful. And whatever that success might look for you, as long as you're doing the steps and doing them properly and doing them daily, however small they may be, you'll wind up to where you want to go faster.
Mhm.
So if I can put a cap on everything that we're doing right now, like for us, for the people at home, for anybody that is new or old in this space, a system is key, right? A system is the key. You do little tiny things, even if it's one thing, be celebratory over that. Now, don't make your one thing every single day. "Oh, I did one thing today. It's going to take you 100 years,
Yeah.
but as long as you're saying, okay, I did one thing, my goal is to do two. All right, my goal is now to bust it up to three, bump it up to four, five, six, seven, eight. Before you know it, you've developed a system that is no longer just some voyeur time suck on Facebook. You're actually developing a healthy system where you're talking to people, engaging with people, you're growing in your subject, you're growing in your knowledge, you're growing in your network.
Mhm.
Super important. And so taking a social app from this time suck to an actual money making tool, a potential tool. Like it has limitless potential when you use it correctly. That's why there's billions of dollars tied up in the Facebook. Like, how could a social app that's a time suck be worth billions? Because of the attention.
Mhm.
And as long as we as entrepreneurs understand that attention is the new oil, huh? Then you need to pay attention.
I'm gonna need a class on how to do that.
Ugh, people, I do this every week. 4 months from now, Dave is going to tell me exactly what I just said, and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah."
Oh, no, that's this whole thing. You remember I said, "How do we make money on this?" And then, like, 4 months later, out of nowhere, I'm like, "Hey, we could do this," and you're like, "That's what the show is about?"
Th- That's literally what we're doing. And see,
Uh,
people, please understand this. We're like not this money hungry set of guys. We're regular people that that is on a journey to replace their income in this new economy. And we're not just doing this, just to make money. If you heard anything that I said, the goal for us is to solve a problem. And if we can solve problems, and one of the problems I think that we should solve is informing people that this is a source of income, that you can do something other than trading your time for money that you're going to use up and have to come right back the next day. They call that just over broke job. Right? There's systems in this world that you can take advantage of. And the crazy part is it's potentially limitless what you can do, because there's going to be new systems that pop up all the time. We're on the cusp of a brand new system, AI, Web 3.0, like the whole all of this stuff that's happening. This is Web 2.0. This tool, Facebook, is Web 2.0. Web 3.0 is literally here now, and nobody even really knows what it is yet. But understanding these things and becoming an early adopter and it and putting it all together, you can't lose. You
is that
can't lose.
blockchain too? Blockchain,
Block,
NFTs, all that?
blockchain, yeah, it's a part of Web 3, but it's like, how can you say it? What makes Web 2.0 is the social network.
I can't hear him. I hear
I
blip,
know
blip, 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 blip,
that,
blip.
and this is why I have a dynamic microphone, so
I mean,
you
I
don't
hear
have to hear me.
something, but I
You
don't
hear
know what.
something, but
Sounds
you,
like the Charlie Brown. Wah,
yeah,
wah, wah, wah.
he's talking about a muffin or something. I have no idea. Like,
Oh,
this
I'm hungry.
child is literally like a meme king. Like, I tell him all the time, like, bro, you're literally speaking in meme. Like, he'd be like, yeah, I went into the room and I saw Onyx on the bed, and I was like, ah! And I'm like, I know you saw that in the meme somewhere. But yeah, it's our goal, the reason what we want to do here is to solve the problem of connecting people with the reality of n- thinking that a job or a career in this thing that you're not loving, not liking, but you want something different. Our goal is to connect you with those possibilities, that you can do something different, and that we encourage you to do something different. As a matter of fact, look at us. We're doing something different. This is not, we don't, we're literally starting out doing something different. Like, we're doing, and it's all about doing these little interactions day in, day out, that gets you closer to that goal. And the people who stick with it, become consistent, and just ride it out, oh my goodness, they win, and they win so well. So I want to encourage everybody, anybody within the sound of my voice, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, reach for it, and don't stop until you get hold of it in your hand. That's all I can say, man. That was some Socrates stuff right there, man. You know, I felt good. I felt like a philosopher. I'm joking. I'm joking. We just want to help people, man. But with that, we're gonna end it. Uh, it's 9:35. It's my birthday. I ain't going to work tomorrow.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
lucky.
Oh, luck had nothing to do with it, my friend. That was called, like perfect timing.
Yeah.
Beginning of the new year, my birthday falls on the 5th. Oh, it's on a Sunday. If I use 2 days of this PTO, I could squeeze out a good 4 days of vacation time. Boom.
Man.
Friday, Monday. Oh, bro, Brian was so pissed, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna be here Friday. He was like, you're kidding me. I said, or Monday. Well, what? I was like, yeah, it's my birthday. He's like, I don't care. I was like, I know you don't, and neither do I. So you want me to care about this? Great.
Mhm.
You don't care about my birthday. I don't care about this. See you on Tuesday.
Mhm. Oh, he's awesome though. He's
Yeah,
a good
he
boss.
great guy. Oh man, I love working for this guy. He teach me a lot, and just watching him teach, you can see the fulfillment that he gets from that. Like, he's like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's working better. You understand it better, and it helps him in his
Yeah.
business. It's like he's teaching me the
But he's
knowledge.
passionate about it.
Very, very,
Mhm.
and it can become very annoying. He knows
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
because people come to my office and they look for him. They'll be like, Brian's not in here. Like, nah, he's not in his second office. Like, that's
Second
literally
office. Which one's that?
mine.
Oh.
He's literally in my office. He's not in his office. He's in my office. And then from there, he's like torturing everybody else all day. So, hey, but
Mhm.
I ain't got to go back to that tomorrow.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. Ugh.
Yeah, you got to go to work right after this thing. So we're gonna end it right here. I'll probably edit some of this stuff out and just get it right to the point. But hey, we thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you, each and every like. Hey, it costs nothing to like the video, and besides, that's paying it forward, because if you ever start your thing on YouTube, you're gonna need some likes. So start now. Like every video, see anything that helps you. If you don't like it, hit that thumbs down button so we at least know what's going on. I mean, you can see it on the back end of YouTube. You just can't see it on the front end. But either way, appreciate each and every one of you. See you guys next week. Take
All right.
care.
See ya. Have a good night.